guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a really fun experiment, and yeah, let's start. I'm going to open right here so you can see my key I'm pressing, and I'm just going to add a cube. Let's go to geometry nodes now, and the first thing I'm going to do is just press T right here to remove this, and then remove this, and then remove this. So we don't need to click anything there. We will just use the cube for everything. So I'm going to go in the modifiers right here, just keep it open, and I'm going to create a new. So I'm going to first add a grid. So just type in grid, so we get a plane right here. So for the personalization of this, I'll start by doing something right here. So I'm going to put the size, and then we'll go to this size 2, and then I'm going to multiply. So an easy way to do this is you just drag and then multiply right here, and then I'm going to put multiply by 3, and then right here, and then right here. So we already got some stuff going on, and if we go on the wireframe, you can see that when it gets a certain size, it starts to subdivide itself, and that's really cool. Just another thing that I think would be good, it's come here to the side, and then on the group, I open this with N, okay? So this will be the amount. And then I'm going to put it at integer, so it'll just be 0, 1, 2, 3. So as you can see, it's working already, because you can't go on value between 1 and 2. So I can close this window now. And the next thing I'm going to do is put an instant on points. And before doing anything on the rotation here, what I want to do is press combine X, Y, and Z and put it at the rotation, and then I'm going on the Z, I'm going to put a random value between 0 and 360. Yeah, so that's good for now, but we don't have any instance right now, so I'm going to put an instance. It's going to be a little bit complicated to make this, because I'm going to make an arrow so it's easier to visualize. So I'm going to add a cylinder, and then another cylinder. So I'm just going to press Shift T, and then we're just going to bring right here and put the cylinder on the geometry so we can see what is happening. I'm going to press this bar right here, and then for the front of the arrow, 3, because it's going to be a triangle, and then the depth I can bring way down, and the radius I'll bring like this, something really small, like this. And now for the other one, I'm just going to type in drawing geometry, so mesh right here. It's not working really well, so we need to press a translation, transform geometry, and then I will rotate on the Y 90, and then I'm going to put the depth, no, the radius way down, just so it's almost not, like, it needs to just come in a little bit. So the radius, just hold shift and it'll be easier to control. And then because it's too big right now, I'm going to bring the depth down, and then here translation on the X, I'm going to put something like this. So now we have an arrow. It's a really simple arrow. You could build this in not geometry nodes, but I prefer to do this because now it's all customizable. So I'm going to press this and Control J so you can get a frame, and I'm going to call this arrow. And now I'm just going to bring right here the instance into the geometry, and we still don't have an instance, so I'll plug this in the instance. As you can see, it's already working kind of, but everything is at the same height. Something that I did, it helps a little with this problem. It won't help too much, but it's just a set position right here, because I can set the position of each vertex. And then the offset, I'm just going to duplicate this and then put it right on the offset, but then 360 is too much, so I'm going to put it between 1 and then -1, so we get a little bit of variation. I think that's maybe too much, so 1, I'll just 0.5 maybe, 0.5, and then -0.5, yeah, it's a bit better. So now we don't get much intersection, but we still get some. And if we press play, nothing happens. So what we have to do now for the part of the animation. Before that, I'm just going to organize everything right here and then put into groups. So maybe the group of random values right here for J. You can organize in whatever way you want, but I'm just going to put my normal way of organizing stuff. I don't think I will need to rename that much because it doesn't have too many nodes right here. And for the next thing, what we're going to do is just open a little bit of space up here. I'm just going to bring this to the side so we don't need too much space on that. So we need them to walk to the front. That's what we're trying to do, if you didn't know this from the thumbnail. So we don't have any simulation nodes yet. I think it's coming real soon, but scene time is what we have to work on right here now. I think it's coming really soon, the Blender 3.5, no, Blender 3.6. But for now we don't have it. So I'm going to use the scene time, and then I'm going to divide. Oh, right here. You just bring out from frame and divide. Yeah, seconds is lower and then frame is faster. I like frame because you get more control over it. I think I'm going to put it 300, this value, because it's really fast when you use frame. So now I'm going to come here and put a translation. Transform instances the same. And then value into the translation. So the instances, it will come here from the instances and then plug it right here. So if we press play, you can see they are going up and then it's not working. So we need to bring from the value and put the combine X and Z again. But then I think it'll be on the Y. You just need to test it a little bit to see if it's working. Now if you press play, I think it's working already. No, it's going to the side again. So let's try X. Yeah, X is working. So I'm going to, I think it's 50 actually that I use. I'm just going to bring from the bottom here a timeline. So just come here, press this little ball, and then timeline. I'll press N to hide this window right here and just bring this to the side. And then now, if we go to the 0 right here, we can already do some personalization and by duplicating the group input. So we'll come here and let's see it. We can put the, I just like to press Ctrl J and then delete the frame that creates. And then I'm just going to put one to the side right. So I'm going to put at the resolution of this part. So vertices, I think 32 is too much. Let's put at maybe 8. It's way better because you can put way more arrows and it won't lag. So yeah, that's good. I think that's all we have to do for this one. So we can do from this random value right here. So we can do from min to max. Something that I like to do is just come here and come here to the and put into max. And then now we can plug this value on a subtract. and then the other value it is going to be, it's actually what it is. So we need to put a multiply. Oh, again, I forgot to do this. So multiply, and then by 2, and then plug this into this value. And yeah, now if we come here to this, you can see it's working the way I want. Sorry about this weird noise on the background. I always try to go in a quiet place, it doesn't work. So now I'm going to go right here, and this is going to be for the how fast it's going to be the animation, and then the seeds. So this seed, it's for not the seeds that we want. We want this seed right here. So this is, I'm just going to duplicate this again, just to get a little bit more organized. I like to duplicate this a lot of times. So yeah, that's all we have to put right here for the customization. Now we can press Ctrl H, and then it will just show the one that it's using. So I like to just clean up everything like this. Yeah, so I'm just going to put this in a new one because it will be the animation. And then right here it's just value, and we don't know what it is, so we need to open again and then rename everything. So amount is right, for this is, let's see what it does. That's the resolution, so we can put res and then arrow, and then from the max we can see its height, so height, and then this value, let's see what it does. Oh, it's the speed. I almost forgot. Speed, and then the seed for the rotation, so I just put rot. So everything is right here. This is the complete node set if you just want to copy it. And because everything is working, let's go in layout and see how it works. So the first thing we can do is, let's just go on from 0 again, it's right there, and put a brand new seed. Now everything, this, let's go on this area, it's pointing there, so that's it. Yeah, everything's working. So we can put it again in the middle of the animation, and you see they still go. And one thing I like to do is really funny, is put this amount really big. But first I need to test the highest that I can go in my computer before I think it will crash if I go more. It's 100. So as you can see, it's a lot of arrows and it's getting a little bit laggy again. But that's, I think that's too much. Maybe 50 would be already better. Yeah, 50 I can actually. It goes on 25 per second. I don't know how, but it works. And even there are instances if I put too much of them, like there's likes. But I'll put a 3. I think that's, no, 3 is too much. Maybe 2. No, 1. Let's put a 1. Yeah, so everything is just spawning, and then we can put a random seed, press play, they walk. I call this project walking arrows. It was an experiment that I was doing. And yeah, so if you want, again, I will just show the whole node setup. And you can start playing with this and use this animation stuff, and maybe over here too, to create something of your own, something procedural, because I like doing procedural stuff. So I always try to fill this up right here to make it as procedural as possible. So yeah, there's here, and this, I don't think you know this, but this is really important. If you turn off this, it won't work. This is what is doing almost all the things. So please do not remove local space. Yeah. So again, this file will be on my Patreon. Thank you so much for Shaggy Movie. I think that's how you say it. So you're my first patron, and I hope more people come in. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video.